Hundreds of crew members from the Carnival Valor cruise ship are on their way home tonight after the ship docked in its home port here in New Orleans. But some on board that ship are still fighting the virus that grounded travel plans worldwide. Devin Bartolotta has more.
Although this is its home port, the Carnival Valor has been docked in Gulfport since mid-March, when the coronavirus brought the cruise line industry to a standstill. The 952-foot Carnival Valor returned to New Orleans, its home port, Wednesday, so that hundreds of healthy workers on board could return to theirs.
300 crew members who have tested negative for COVID-19 and who do not have any symptoms will get off the ship.
With masks on and luggage in hand, crew members had their temperatures taken. They've been cleared to travel and loading on buses are headed 16 miles away to Armstrong International's old terminal, where privately chartered planes await.
This is a perfect use of this facility, and we're separated from the traveling public. It's them in and of themselves, their groups, and they're secure the entire time.
But also on the Valor are several crew members fighting COVID-19, although the governor did not say how many.
Members who have tested positive will stay on the cruise ship. They will not get off, and right now none of those individuals require hospitalization. However, if any of them do require hospitalization, we will take those individuals into our hospitals.
While this ship isn't setting sail for the foreseeable future, the airport expects similar flights for other healthy workers, maybe wheels up in the next few days. All 27 ships in Carnival's fleet have been either docked or anchored at sea with no passengers on board since mid-March. At the Port of New Orleans, Devin Bartolotta, Eyewitness News.